Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Nikki Starr. And on this channel, when I go live, I share a lot of different things from divine guidance to health and wellness tips. And today's video is specifically targeted at women, though I do invite men to watch this because I am going to share some tips for men on how to be with women and support them during this time, during their menstrual cycle time. So the title of this video is Ladies, Take the First Day of Your Menstrual Cycle Off. And that is so important because men have a very similar way that they lose energy, but when women are on their menstrual cycle, so they are bleeding and losing their uterine lining, we are losing energy and chi. So in Eastern medicine, chi is referred to energy. And men lose their chi and life force energy like women do when they ejaculate. So these are two processes that involve the reproductive structures where men or women can lose energy. So with men, there's techniques, Taoist techniques that you can do, such as semen retention and be able to orgasm. And that's a whole other video that I can share, and I will. It's a great topic. I'll do that one tomorrow. And then for women, there are deer exercises and Taoist practices that you can do to prevent you from losing so much uterine lining and blood by doing these certain kinds of practices. So this video is not really about how to teach you to do that, but knowing that there are ways, and it's a form of birth control when you do that. But let's just think about the uterine lining. Like when we go through our menstrual cycle, essentially that blood is nourishment for a baby. And then when you don't have a baby, then all of that material leaves the uterus. And the reason why it's important to take time off on that first day is because you are low in energy. And you can even I know I can speak about myself personally and women that I work with, my clients, as well as friends and family. Most of us women are not in our highest potential when we are in that space. We can often have a foggy mind. Like I know personally, I started mine yesterday, and even today I was like, maybe I shouldn't even do a video today. But yesterday, for example, I took the day off and I didn't do my video as usual, and I minimized all work activities because it was the first day of my cycle. So work productivity is better when you're not doing it from a depleted space. So you actually do your employer a job by do them a favor by taking off from your job or taking off from your work. So even if you work from home or you work for yourself, taking your first day off and just resting is the best thing you can do. For some women, it might even move into day 2, especially if you suffer from cramps and pain or you're just bleeding heavily. I would say for me, ideally by day 3 to 4 is when I start feeling back to normal. Like even today is still, I'm a little bit lower energy, but I felt inspired to share this video because I'm coming from that place. So I could see that my thoughts are slower. It's a bit more challenging for me to think when it's in that time. And I invite you to also take note the next time your cycle starts to notice, how are you? And as you all know, the infamous PMS, right? Like right before our period, women can be emotional because of the hormone levels in the body. So this is not made up stuff. It's not things that women do. And this is for the men. It's not things that we can even control. But what we can do is know where we are on our cycle. And if you know where we are in our cycle, as a man, you can be more compassionate towards us. And same thing with women, when you're holding space for your friends, family, colleagues, clients, if you know where they are on their cycle, then you can be more gentle. So I know when I have friends who are premenstrual or just starting to bleed that day, I take extra care to be kind and sweet and see if there's anything that they need. And if you're in a relationship, men, I really invite you to to really hold space and honor your woman's wombs. That could be by placing a gentle hand and really giving some love and support, because touch actually helps to moderate any kind of pain and it helps to relax and soften the body. So it's a perfect time to give your partner a massage. And women, that day that it's your first day of your cycle, taking a bath, giving yourself permission to stay in bed, to relax, to do art, or just to do nothing, to just sleep, whatever you need. And you can trust that your month will be that much better by just taking off that one day, that first day of your cycle. There are so many practitioners of women's work that go deeper. There's different books you can go into about charting your cycle and knowing which day is what and which seasons. And I can do a more detailed video about that as well. And this video simply served to inspire and remind you to take that first day off. And I will share a fun fact that I have a friend who's an entrepreneur, and I remember when he was just finishing one of his projects, and he's like, okay, I'm ready to start my next project. He was thinking of creating an app that charted women's cycles so that the employer would know where a woman was on her cycle, and that this would be information that if women wanted to share with their employer, because he had worked in a predominantly female startup and he saw how women's cycles affected the meetings and affected their performance, and he, being such a conscious, compassionate man, was like, that would be a great thing. And there are beautiful apps out there too that help you chart your cycle, so you can know if you're feeling a little bit sensitive, that's a time that you might just choose to go inward, and maybe you're not going to socialize as much. And if you know that you're going to come to bleed and your period's going to start, then you're more mindful not to book certain appointments and things in that time. So I think it's a beautiful practice to come into deep union and connection with your womb and know her cycle, and really choose to operate in your life based on where she is too, because it affects you and it affects your life. It affects your relationships. So be gentle with yourself, honor your body. Sending you all so much love, wishing you a beautiful day. Subscribe to the channel, share this with your girlfriends. If you're a man, share this with your partner. And if you're a woman, share this with your partner, because you want your partner to know when your cycle is happening so that they can be extra sweet and gentle with you. So I send you all so much love and wish you a beautiful day. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.